In the palm of your hand lies a portal to infinite worlds, endless information, and constant connection. Yet, this miraculous device that promises freedom often becomes our most intricate cage. The average person spends over 4 hours a day staring at their smartphone screen. That's 60 days a year. Eyes locked on a glowing rectangle, thumbs scrolling through an endless feed of what exactly? But here's the kicker. An ancient Greek philosopher, born nearly 2,000 years before the first iPhone, holds the key to breaking free from this digital labyrinth. Welcome to a journey of digital decluttering, guided by the timeless wisdom of Epictetus. It's time to reclaim your mind, your time, and your life. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher from ancient Greece, teaches us that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. His wisdom emphasizes the importance of focusing on what is within our power, our thoughts, actions, and choices. In a world inundated with digital distractions, this philosophy becomes increasingly relevant. As we navigate through life's complexities, we often find ourselves overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information at our fingertips. Emails, social media notifications, and endless streaming content can cloud our mental clarity and disrupt our emotional health. This is where Epictetus's teachings shine a light on the path to digital decluttering. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, we can learn to sift through the noise and prioritize what truly matters. Imagine applying ancient wisdom to modern challenges, transforming your digital landscape into a space that fosters mindfulness and intentional living. In this video, we will explore how Epictetus's insights can guide us in decluttering our digital lives, enhancing our productivity and emotional well-being. As we delve deeper into his philosophy, prepare to discover practical strategies that will empower you to embrace change and cultivate a minimalist lifestyle in the digital age. Let's embark on this journey together as we uncover the profound impact of Stoic philosophy on our quest for clarity and connected living. In today's technology-driven society, digital clutter has emerged as a pervasive issue that affects our mental clarity and overall productivity. We live in an age where information is abundant, yet meaningful engagement often feels elusive. The constant influx of notifications, emails, and social media updates can overwhelm our senses, leading to a fragmented state of mind. Consider this staggering statistic. The average person checks their phone over 150 times a day. Each ping and buzz disrupts our focus, pulling us away from tasks that require deep concentration. This incessant distraction not only hampers our ability to think clearly, but also contributes to heightened stress levels and anxiety. Research indicates that excessive screen time is linked to feelings of isolation and depression, further complicating our emotional health. The digital landscape we navigate daily is filled with noise. Advertisements vying for our attention, news alerts demanding immediate reactions, and social media feeds overflowing with curated lives. This chaos creates a sense of urgency that compels us to respond instantly, often at the expense of our well-being. As we scroll through endless feeds, we may find ourselves comparing our lives to others, leading to feelings of inadequacy and discontent. Moreover, this digital noise can drown out the voices of what truly matters: our relationships, passions, and personal growth. When we allow ourselves to be consumed by the endless scroll of content, we lose sight of our priorities and the experiences that enrich our lives. This disconnect from reality can leave us feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from ourselves and those around us. Epictetus's teachings become particularly relevant in this context. He reminds us that while we cannot control the external chaos, we can control how we respond to it. His philosophy emphasizes the importance of focusing on what lies within our power: our thoughts, actions, and choices. By cultivating discipline and mindfulness, we can begin to take back control from the distractions that dominate our attention. The challenge before us is clear. How do we navigate this overwhelming digital landscape without losing ourselves in the process? How can we implement Stoic principles to create a more intentional and fulfilling online experience? As we explore these questions, it's essential to recognize that digital decluttering is not merely about reducing screen time or deleting apps. It's about reshaping our relationship with technology. It involves setting boundaries that protect our mental space and prioritizing experiences that foster genuine connection. To illustrate this point further, consider how many hours each week are spent mindlessly scrolling through social media versus engaging in activities that nourish your soul. Reading a book, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing a hobby. The contrast is striking and serves as a reminder of the choices we make daily. As we delve deeper into Epictetus's philosophy, we'll uncover practical strategies for decluttering our digital spaces, strategies that empower us to embrace change in our lives. Let's prepare to transform not just our digital environments, but also our mindset toward technology as we seek clarity and purpose in an increasingly chaotic world. Now that we've established the overwhelming nature of digital clutter, let's delve deeper into how the teachings of Epictetus can guide us toward a more intentional and fulfilling digital life. His philosophy offers profound insights into control, acceptance, and the pursuit of clarity, principles that are essential for effective digital decluttering. Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This fundamental Stoic idea emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. In the realm of digital clutter, this means recognizing that while we cannot eliminate every notification or piece of information vying for our attention, we can control our responses. For instance, instead of feeling compelled to check every email as it arrives, we can choose specific times to engage with our inbox. By setting boundaries around our digital interactions, we reclaim our time and mental space. This practice not only fosters a sense of control, but also enhances our productivity. Imagine dedicating just 30 minutes each morning to process emails, rather than being constantly interrupted throughout the day. This focused approach allows for deeper engagement with tasks that truly matter. Mindfulness is a key aspect of both Stoicism and effective digital decluttering. Epictetus encourages us to be present in our thoughts and actions. When applied to our digital lives, this means being intentional about how we engage with technology. Consider implementing a daily mindfulness practice where you take a few moments to assess your digital habits. Ask yourself, what apps do I use most? Are they serving my goals or merely distracting me? This self-reflection can illuminate patterns that may be contributing to your sense of overwhelm. You might find it helpful to keep a digital journal for a week, noting how much time you spend on various platforms and how they make you feel. Are you energized after scrolling through inspiring content? Or do you feel drained after mindlessly browsing? This awareness can empower you to make conscious choices about your digital consumption. Epictetus believed in the power of simplicity, living in accordance with nature and focusing on what is essential. In the context of digital decluttering, this translates to embracing a minimalist approach to technology. Start by evaluating your digital tools. Do you need multiple social media accounts? Can you consolidate apps that serve similar purposes? For example, if you use several messaging platforms, consider whether you can streamline your communication into one or two preferred apps. By reducing the number of tools at your disposal, you create a more manageable environment that fosters clarity and focus. Additionally, consider decluttering your device itself. Uninstall applications that you rarely use or that add little value to your life. A clean desktop or home screen can significantly enhance your focus and reduce distractions. Another powerful Stoic principle is the idea of setting clear intentions. Epictetus teaches us that having a purpose guides our actions. Apply this concept by defining what you want to achieve with your digital presence. Are you looking to connect with friends? Pursue professional growth? Engage in lifelong learning? Once you establish your goals, curate your digital spaces accordingly. Follow accounts that align with your intentions and eliminate those that detract from them. For instance, if personal growth is a priority for you, seek out online communities or resources that inspire learning and development. By surrounding yourself with positive influences in the digital realm, you create an environment conducive to achieving your goals. To further enhance your digital well-being, consider implementing boundaries around technology use. This could mean designating specific times for social media or creating tech-free zones in your home where you can focus on meaningful activities without distractions. Epictetus reminds us that discipline is crucial for personal growth. By committing to these boundaries, such as turning off notifications during work hours or establishing a digital sunset where screens are put away in the evening, you cultivate a healthier relationship with technology, one that prioritizes your mental health and emotional well-being. Moreover, communicate these boundaries with friends and family so they understand when you're available and when you're not. This not only reinforces your commitment, but also encourages others to respect their own boundaries. In a world driven by consumption, Epictetus encourages us to focus on experiences instead. Rather than mindlessly scrolling through feeds filled with curated images, seek out genuine interactions and activities that enrich your life. Engage in hobbies that bring you joy or spend quality time with loved ones without the interference of screens. Consider planning regular outings or activities where technology takes a backseat, like hiking in nature, cooking together, or playing board games without distractions. By prioritizing experiences over consumption, you create lasting memories and deepen your connections with others. Reflect on how these moments make you feel compared to the fleeting satisfaction derived from scrolling through social media. Finally, take time to reflect on your journey toward digital decluttering regularly. Just as Epictetus advocated for self-examination, assess how your changes are impacting your mental clarity and emotional health. Are you feeling less overwhelmed? More focused? Celebrate these small victories as they reinforce the positive changes you're making in your life. You might even consider sharing these reflections with a trusted friend or family member who can provide support and encouragement as you navigate this journey together. As we continue exploring Epictetus's teachings, remember that embracing change is not just about eliminating distractions. It's about cultivating an intentional lifestyle that aligns with your values and aspirations. By integrating these Stoic principles into our daily routines, we can transform not only our digital spaces, but also our overall approach to life itself. Let's prepare for a powerful insight from Epictetus that will motivate us to take action in our own digital lives. A moment that could very well change everything for us as we strive for clarity and purpose in an increasingly chaotic world. As we arrive at this pivotal moment in our exploration of Epictetus and digital decluttering, it's essential to focus on a key insight that can profoundly motivate us to embrace change. One of Epictetus's most powerful teachings is encapsulated in the idea that freedom is the only worthy goal of life. This notion of freedom resonates deeply, especially when we consider our relationship with technology. In a world where digital distractions are omnipresent, the freedom to choose how we engage with our devices becomes an invaluable asset. Imagine for a moment what it would feel like to shed the weight of unnecessary notifications, endless scrolling, and the constant barrage of information that often pulls us away from our true priorities. This is not just about decluttering your digital space. It's about liberating your mind and reclaiming your time. Epictetus reminds us that while we cannot control external events, we can control how we respond to them. This principle is particularly relevant in our tech-saturated lives. Every time you pick up your device, you are faced with a choice: to engage mindlessly or to engage intentionally. This choice is empowering and transformative. Reflect on your daily habits for a moment. How often do you find yourself reaching for your phone out of habit rather than necessity? Perhaps it's during a quiet moment or when you're waiting in line. By recognizing this pattern, you can begin to make conscious decisions about your digital engagement. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve in this moment? Am I seeking connection, information, or simply filling time? This self-awareness is the first step toward reclaiming your freedom. When we embrace minimalism in our digital lives, we create an environment that fosters clarity and intentionality. Picture opening your phone to a clean home screen filled only with apps that serve your purpose, tools for productivity, connections with loved ones, and resources for personal growth. This streamlined approach not only enhances your focus, but also reduces the mental clutter that often accompanies excessive digital consumption. Epictetus teaches us that simplicity is key to a fulfilling life. When we let go of unnecessary distractions, we create room for deeper connections and experiences that enrich our lives. Think about how much more present you could be in your relationships if you weren't constantly distracted by notifications or the urge to check social media. This aligns perfectly with the principles of slow living and intentional lifestyle choices. Moreover, the impact of embracing change extends beyond ourselves. As we cultivate a more mindful approach to technology, we inspire those around us to do the same. Imagine a family dinner where everyone is present, not distracted by their devices, but engaged in meaningful conversation. The ripple effect of your choices can transform not just your digital space, but also the dynamics of your relationships. This brings us to an important realization. Taking action is crucial. So how do we translate this powerful insight into tangible steps? Start small by identifying one area of your digital life that feels overwhelming. Perhaps it's social media or email management, and apply Epictetus's teachings there. Set boundaries around usage, designate specific times for engagement, and prioritize experiences over consumption. For instance, consider creating tech-free zones in your home where family members can connect without screens, perhaps during meals or before bedtime. These moments can foster deeper connections and allow everyone to be fully present with one another. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires discipline and commitment. But with each small step you take toward digital decluttering, you are moving closer to the freedom that Epictetus speaks of, a freedom that allows you to live with intention and purpose. As we prepare to conclude this exploration of Epictetus's wisdom on digital decluttering, let this key insight resonate within you. Freedom is not merely the absence of constraints. It is the presence of clarity and purpose in every aspect of your life. Embrace this change and watch as it transforms not only your digital spaces, but also your overall well-being. In essence, by applying these Stoic principles, we can navigate our digital lives with grace and intention. Let us step forward together into a future where technology serves us, not the other way around, creating space for what truly matters: our mental health, meaningful relationships, and personal growth. As we wrap up our exploration of Epictetus and the art of digital decluttering, let's take a moment to reflect on the key insights we've uncovered. We began by acknowledging the overwhelming nature of digital clutter in our lives, how constant notifications and endless scrolling can cloud our mental clarity and disrupt our emotional well-being. Through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we learned that true freedom lies in our ability to choose how we engage with technology. By embracing Epictetus's teachings on control and acceptance, we can reclaim our time and focus on what truly matters. This journey toward digital minimalism is not just about reducing distractions. It's about cultivating an intentional lifestyle that aligns with our values and aspirations. We explored practical strategies for implementing these Stoic principles in our daily lives, setting boundaries, practicing mindfulness, and prioritizing experiences over consumption. Each small step we take toward digital decluttering brings us closer to a life filled with clarity, purpose, and deeper connections. As you move forward, remember that embracing change is a continuous journey. By applying the wisdom of Epictetus, you can transform not only your digital spaces but also your overall approach to life itself. Embrace the freedom that comes from intentional living, and watch as it enriches your mental health, productivity, and relationships. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey. Let's carry these insights into our daily lives as we strive for simplicity and fulfillment in an increasingly chaotic world.